Welcome everyone, I'm your intuitive host Erin, and I'll be reading the energies of all 12 signs from Spirit for the weekend of July 8th to July 10th. Let's get started and see what Spirit foresees for you this weekend. Hello to you Capricorn, thank you for checking in again this week, and if you're new to the channel, thank you for tuning in. And I am eager to see what Spirit has to say for us, my dutiful and industrious Capricorn. So let's go ahead and dig right in. And so knowing that it is your nature to be that way, let's see. Well, we're starting out with some emotion, Capricorn. The Six of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, and the King of Wands. So you have emotion, you have money, you have some action. So let's go ahead and start out with your emotion, Capricorn. So the Six of Cups is the one that reminds us of the past, reminds us of things that make us happy, maybe even childhood memories. Maybe that means that this weekend you're going to be more in tune with your childhood. Maybe a quick trip back to your hometown. Maybe you have friends from college coming to visit, but I see this being more friend oriented for the weekend, Capricorn. So your Six of Cups, I believe, is talking about friends, people from your past, maybe even a high school reunion. And then now let's look at your Three of Pentacles. And with the Three of Pentacles, we're talking about creativity and success in business or career, and possibly a rise of status within your peers. Just an upswing in your productivity because you are so enthusiastic about something that's coming up. This is a financial project or something that may gain you a financial or material gain. So this could very well be connected with what you're doing. Maybe even networking with people from your past to do something new, a project that is going to bring you some financial success, Capricorn. Then we have the King of Wands, and the King of Wands is referring to, and of course this is your action card, it's referring to a vision and leadership, being very compassionate to your fellow man, but something that is going to, again, benefit you, and you are going to be very much in control. Your vision is going to be so clear to you that you are going to be able to pursue it with no problem. And then you'll have someone from your past who's also got probably a similar vision, and the two of you or more will be heading towards something that's very good, going to be very lucrative for you. So an outside thing. I don't see this being in the field that you're already in or your current job. I feel like this is something that is going to be a project with these people. And you are going to be very on board. You're going to be the leader of the merry band. So you're going to be able to direct this exactly the way you want it to go, and you're going to be with like-minded people who you trust and probably love, if we're looking at the Six of Cups. So that is what I see for you this week, Capricorn, or this weekend, excuse me. And now let's go on with our Virgos. And we know that the Virgos, Virgo, you're very meticulous and very analytical. You like things to be just so. So let's see what Spirit's talking about for your weekend. So we have the Six of Wands. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Always nice to have the Wheel of Fortune in the reading. Very nice power card. And then we have your money card, the Six of Pentacles. So six on either side. So perfect balance with those cards, your action and your money. Then we have the Wheel of Fortune. So Virgo, it looks like with that balance, even though we know balance is a big trait for our Libra friends, Virgos like things to work out very smoothly as well. Very, not go with the flow. They like things to be static and the way they're supposed to be. So with this balance here between your action and your money, I see that being exactly what's happening. You're going to have great balance. With the Six of Wands, we're talking about victory and success, possibly even public recognition this weekend, Virgo. So something that you have been striving to accomplish, some pretty big goal is going to happen for you, and you are going to have recognition of your peers, definitely, and possibly bigger than your own circle. It's going to inspire you and give you great self-confidence, and you just feel like you deserve this. It's something that you really have worked for. With the other side, with your Six of Pentacles, how that is going to affect your money is that it's going to give you the possibility of being either the benefactor or the receiver of something that's really nice, something that both of you are happy to have engaged in, an exchange that's going to be beneficial for both parties. So that going along with your Six of Wands, it is a nice balance, because the Six of Wands is saying that, that public recognition. So possibly this Six of Pentacles is talking about the person who can bring you that public recognition as well. And then with the Wheel of Fortune saying that you are the center of your own universe, of course, but you are the center of things and they keep rolling positively forward. Well, with this kind of balance here with your wands and your action and your money, it looks like that's exactly what's going to happen for you this weekend, Virgo. So you're going to be very in tune with your your finances. You're going to see that this is something that's going to be beneficial for the both of you. So either you'll be eager to and willing to accept it, or you'll be more than happy to be the one who is giving. And then that Wheel of Fortune is just saying this is going to be a big change. Whatever this is happening for you, you have your action card saying that you wanted to change something. Well, the Wheel of Fortune is saying that it will in fact be changing for you, possibly this weekend. So keep an eye out for opportunities, Virgo. Hello to you, Aries, and thank you for stopping by to see what's going on this week with Erin. I appreciate that. And if you're new to the channel, thank you for stopping in. Again, very grateful to you. I am eager to see what Spirit has to say for you this weekend, Aries. And your enthusiastic nature says that every weekend is probably a holiday for you, but let's see. Four of Wands, the Seven of Cups, and the Devil. So you have a power card in your reading for this week, Aries. Usually when you see the Devil, it's saying that there's something that you need to either keep an eye on or something that you need to change. So seeing that he's at the end of your reading, it looks like your action and your wands, your emotion and your cups are going to be leading towards something that is going to cause you to take pause and say, well, what can I change? So already I'm seeing that you are going to have a weekend that is going to cause you to think about things, to make you a little less impulsive. You're going to be thinking about, thinking deep thoughts this weekend, Aries. So allow that to happen. Now your action cards, the Four of Wands, is talking about teamwork and being able to work with people to have a better end. So have that sense that all is well. So already we're saying teamwork is going to be necessary for you this weekend. And sometimes working with other people, especially if it's toward something you really know a lot about or something you feel very strongly about and you are maybe not the master of, but you definitely know a lot about it. But here you're working with people who know nothing about it, or know just enough to be dangerous. But you want to make sure that you have an open mind and an openness and be willing to work with other people this weekend, Aries. And then you have the Seven of Cups. So your emotional card, the Seven of Cups, is talking about choices that need to be made, but making them with more than just your mind. You're using your heart, you're using your intuition, and you're using your own ability, your innate ability to tell what's best for you. So you're being able to blend those all together to get a really good result. So that Devil is saying something that is part of your behavior, something that's very primal and deep within you. That's what needs to be changed. So it looks like you're willing to do so. You have a really good emotional card that is saying yes, go for it. You need to trust in yourself to know what your best choice is. So just remember, if there's something that you feel it needs to change, then it probably does, and be willing to work on that this weekend, Aries. And hello to you, Taurus. So, thank you so much for stopping in. Really appreciate it. And let's get right to what's going on for you this weekend. So we're starting with the 8 of Swords. Ooh, the 9 of Swords. So right there in succession, 8 and 9, and then the 2 of Wands. So we already know this weekend you are going to be faced with some challenges, and that obstinate nature, how you want to just stick with it, stay the course, that's probably not going to be your best choice of action. And you do have some action, but your challenge seems like it's drawing it the most attention, especially the 8 and the 9. So with the 8 of Swords, we are looking at a sense of feeling like you're trapped, like you have been engaged in. That sense of feeling trapped would mean it would have to be something you feel uncomfortable in, something that you are not happy about. You feel trapped. It's been something that's been going on for a while, something that's been building. And this weekend, Taurus, perhaps you've had enough, and you're going to find the best way possible to rectify something. Well, rectify something that's been really sticking in your craw, something that's been bothering you. And then we have the 9 of Swords, and the 9 of Swords refers to something, along the lines of a highly stressful situation, something that's been ongoing for a while, unpleasant activities. You might even say so stressful they might cause nightmares. That 9 of Swords is the nightmare card, saying that you are just feeling very uneasy about something, and this weekend it's going to come to a head. You're going to find a way to diplomatically diffuse this situation. So let's look at your 2 of Wands. So the 2 of Wands represents progress and decisions and plans from a very good vantage point, where you feel like you are on stable ground and you feel like you have the right to challenge something. You have the ability and the know-how to get to the bottom of something. So with that 2 of Wands, that optimistic vantage point is what's going to help you through this challenge, this unpleasantness that's going to be happening for you. So you do have an action card that's speaking directly to your answer. Just stick with it and know that you're going to have to discover some new things about yourself. Move forward. Literally give up some ideals, give up some things that have been holding you back to get this accomplished. No more for you, Taurus. Just be diplomatic. All right, so hello to you, my optimistic Sagittarius. Excuse me. Thank you so much for tuning in. And let's get started. Let's see what Spirit's saying to you. So we have the 7 of Swords, we have the Lovers, and we have the Queen of Cups. So for a small reading here, for a quick one, lots of emotion going on for you this week in Sagittarius, and that's okay. I mean, you're very idealistic. You always have an open mind about things, and it sounds to me like maybe it might be a family affair, a family thing that's drawing you to it this weekend, Sagittarius. So let's start out with your challenge. So the 7 of Swords is talking about being kind of not necessarily on your guard, but just knowing how to keep your cards to your chest, how to keep an idea to yourself. So there's something that's been rolling around in your head. You've been thinking about it. You've been wondering if you should maybe talk to somebody about it, let some other people in on this idea or this notion that you have going on. But the 7 of Swords, your challenge card, is saying, not right now. Not right now. The clarity that you have right now is going to give you the ability to get a good strategy together, so that when you do release this information, or you do decide to share it with other people, you really have all your ducks in a row. You really have it together. So now we have the Lovers, and that is a lovely power card there. But with the Lovers, it is it's saying that you are able to balance your own desires with someone else. So even though it's very much so saying, you know, a loving couple here, Cupid's involved, but I've always thought that the lovers could be interpreted as friendships as well, not just love relationships or sexual relationships, but friendships as well. So this is saying, you know, this definitely speaks to your Seven of Swords, saying that you just don't want to involve someone right now. You have someone that you do want to tell, you do want to share this idea with, but you just, right now is not the time. Even though they're in your reading, and that person, whether it be your life partner, your husband, your wife, your best friend, your favorite coworker, depends on what you're thinking about. But right now is not the time for you to share that, Sagittarius. But with the Queen of Cups, your emotional suit, with the Queen of Cups, we are talking about compassion, but having that sense of emotional intelligence where you know where and when to blend those two things. So right now, even though there's a lot of emotion going on, the intelligent thing to do is to just decide that you are going to move away from that. You're going to know that you want to have this clarity, and you are going to trust in this person. You just can't tell them about it right now. And the Queen is saying that that sense of compassion, that all the things that are going into this, you do want to share this, and you will soon. The Queen says you will soon. And that is for Sagittarius. And hello to you, Leo. So, the weekend is always a good time to be creative, so I'm sure you've got something fun already planned, something going on, so thanks for tuning in for a minute. So let's get started with the Ten of Cups. The Nine of Cups, some succession. And then you have the Ace of Swords. So, good cards here. Like the Supreme card in the challenge suit, but actually it's pretty cool. I like the Ace of Swords. But you have a lot of emotion here, Leo. So with that emotion, we have the Ten of Cups. And with the Ten of Cups, it's speaking to high self-esteem and just really being connected with loved ones. So perhaps that means this weekend is a time that you've set aside. You've already planned for family or loved ones, like your friends. So this weekend, it seems like you're going to be getting together with people who you care about. Or even, you know, now since COVID, Zoom is popular, where you have the meetings, you know, like the Jetsons, you have your, your telephone is actually like a TV. So just feel that sense of connectedness. So maybe it's a time to look up old friends, to really, that sense of connectedness is what I'm feeling you're pulling towards, you want to happen for you this weekend, Leo. Then we have the Nine of Cups, and the Nine of Cups is in regard to a sense that magic is in the air, focusing on just the most positive of energies. So a really nice time for you with these people that you're going to be getting together with, these people that you're bringing back into your life, connecting with again. Very, very positive. So the Nine of Cups and the Ten of Cups, definitely talking to each other. Of course, they're side by side in the deck. So just a really, really good time for you, Leo, with your friends and family. So this weekend is going to be extra special. It's going to be extra great. And then we have the Ace of Swords. So with the Ace of Swords, that is speaking to mental clarity and having a sense of a breakthrough, being able to overcome some obstacles. So that's definitely a good card to have when you know you're going to be with these people who have nothing but your best interest at heart. They want to give you good advice. They would probably prefer you seek them than anyone else, but you're going to be around a lot of them. So again, you are going to have this backup, these people who are going to support you and help you come to a happy ending, to something, a happy outcome for something that you've been working toward figuring out. This group of people are going to help you with that. You're going to be victorious, and you are going to prevail over those obstacles. And that is what I'm seeing for you, Leo. And now for Aquarius, hello to you. Thank you for checking in. Let's get started with what Spirit has to say for you, or to you. The Knight of Wands, the Hierophant, and the King of Pentacles. So a lot of powerful men. I know that we can interpret that as other people, but in this case, I would say, especially with the Hierophant right there in the middle, Aquarius, I would say that these are going to be men that are going to affect you. Now, the Hierophant, he very strongly relates to Taurus. So I always say, if you know someone within your group that is a Taurus, you want to seek them out. That's probably someone who can help you. This person, this man, is going to be a strong spiritual influence, someone who will help you become more spiritual and move into that part of yourself, more self-understanding and more time to reflect on who you are. So he's going to bring you to that. This is something this weekend that you kind of want to do. You want to accomplish something that will better you. So meeting this Hierophant or calling on this person who you may already know, going on kind of the path of enlightenment this weekend, sounds like that is what Spirit is saying to you, that you will become more in tune with your higher self. Then we have the Knight of Wands that started your reading. And the Knight of Wands, your actions suit. The Knight of Wands is talking about forward movement, possibly a little premature. So again, that is why the Hierophant is here to help the Knight of Wands, to help your action not start before it needs to, not start before it's supposed to. He's going to teach you to use patience, self-control. So the Hierophant is definitely there to help you accomplish something, and by stopping you from, or keeping you from going too quickly, too soon. Then we have the King of Pentacles. Again, another strong male presence for you this weekend, Aquarius. And with the King of Pentacles, your money card, that is talking about economic power and just harnessing that energy of success, being very, very in command of your financial issues this week. And even like something as big as some real estate, if you were considering a real estate purchase or something along those lines. Definitely financial plans, something that's involving heavy finance. This would be a good weekend for that. You've got this person who's tempering that urge to go so fast, and I'm so excited I finally want to do this. Well, Aquarius, let that person guide you. Let that person help you. You will get what you want. I mean, it's an action saying that it's going to be very lucrative. You are going to be very on top of this, but you need to seek advice. You need to listen to advice. So the King of Pentacles may be referring back to the Hierophant, and the Hierophant may be starting this whole thing. So just be open to help and advice, because the Hierophant is just saying, I'm here to help you. If you want to be helped, I am here for you. So take advantage of that, Aquarius. And hello to you, Gemini. Thank you for tuning in. Let's get started. Let's see what Spirit has to say for you this weekend. So we're starting off with the Tower. So we know from past sightings of the Tower, it's usually saying things aren't going to go too smoothly, Gemini. And you know, you're able to roll with it, but sometimes enough is enough. But your versatile nature and the fact that, you know, being inconsistent doesn't bother you, no problem. And then we have Justice. So Gemini, wow. So Spirit is definitely speaking to you. And I'm sensing that even though the Hermit is the second card in your reading, I think the Hermit has a lot to do with how you're going to resolve your chaos, make it as temporary as possible. That inner reflection, checking in with yourself and really thinking hard on something, you know, usually representing solitude, but that inner wisdom, I think, is really going to be a key to you getting through the Tower. You also have Justice here. So Justice, we know, and I'm sorry, but I forgot to mention, you know, the Hermit is very closely linked with our Virgo. And then we have Libra. attached to justice, saying that you have someone in your corner that is going to stand behind you. Something, or even fate, is going to be balanced in your favor here. But because you're going to come at it from a very good perspective, that inner wisdom, that knowing when something is best for yourself and just being able to go for it. That Hermit is saying, think of yourself. I know that sounds terrible, but think of yourself in this situation, Gemini, because that is going to be very important. And also, it's probably going to be something of a legal nature with justice there. But also saying, because justice is in your reading, that whatever this is probably going to turn out very fair. You'll be happy with that resolution to whatever conflict you're having, and that would be the Tower. So it's going to be something pretty heavyweight, because you have the Tower right there, bam, at the beginning of your reading, and the fact that law is going to be brought into it. So just keep your head about you. Take a moment to reflect. Really think about what you say before you say it. What is that, the 10-second rule? Count to 10 seconds or count to 5 seconds? Count. Think about it, Gemini. Don't let the situation get the better of you. You are in control of this. The Hermit is saying you are going to be able to collect yourself and protect yourself. So, so whatever is coming at you with that Tower, please pay attention to what your higher self is saying. Listen to the voices in your head. But no, Gemini, seriously, listen to yourself, listen to your heart. You know deep down what is best for you, and you know what is just and fair and right. You know the difference between good and bad. You know the difference between good and bad. That's basically, stay on top of that. So that is what I am seeing for you, Gemini. And hello to you, my Libras. So let us see what Spirit is saying for you. I get a kick out of reading for Libra because I myself am a Libra, so it's always fun to see what Spirit is saying to me too. So we have the 8 of Cups, and we have the Sun, and we have the Queen of Pentacles. So a bright, sunshiny weekend. I mean, you have the sun smack in the middle. So either way, whether it be emotional or financial, your weekend, Libra, is going to balance. It's going to be, you got that good outcome either way. That's what I'm seeing right off the bat here, Libra. So that sense of balance is going to be really good. And I think it's kind of cool that it's between emotion and money. How interesting, not emotion and challenge or emotion and action, but emotion and money. So with the 8 of Cups, we are talking about a turning point and being able to make decisions for the best possible change. So being able to really be able to think about what you need to do, what you need to leave behind, or should you change your job? Should you look into a new home? So this is a very open, wide kind of adventurous period for you, Libra. So your cups are actually, they could be a challenge or an action. They're saying this is time for you to branch out, do something new. So that turning point. So think about, what have you been really wanting to do? What have you been wanting to change? Well, the Sun is saying this is the time. It will make you happy. So if it's something that you've been giving a lot of thought, especially if you have that sense, if you have that mindset that all will be well, the outcomes will be very positive, and this will make me happy, I will be successful, then that is what the 8 of Cups is talking about, and the Sun is reassuring that for you. And then, as I said, that last card is the Queen of Pentacles. So with the Queen of Pentacles, she gives you that sense of tranquility and just, I am very abundant. So when you have the emotion in the Sun, of course, abundance is going to be very strong for you. But then we're talking about overall abundance. That financial abundance is going to give you that sense of peace and tranquility. Like, I am good. I am so good that I can share the wealth. I can be thoughtful of other people in a financial manner. So right here, it's just saying everything is working together for you to just come out of it with a really, really stronghold on your finances, but still be able to be happy. So this might be a time to think of what is it that you could change that could make your financial future or your future more happy, Libra. Think about that. And hello, Cancer. Thank you for tuning in. If it's your first time, thank you so much for tuning in. And so let's see what Spirit is saying for you this week, Cancer. So we are starting with some action with the 10 of Wands. We are also, some emotion here, the 4 of Cups. And we have that balance that I love so much of some challenge. So when you have your action, it's nice to have that balance of a little bit of challenge and then emotion in there. So let's go ahead and start with your 10 of Wands. So we're starting with your action card, first card in your reading. And the 10 of Wands is saying that perhaps you have been finding yourself with difficulty balancing your work or professional life and your home life. So right off the bat, Spirit is talking to you about that. So Cancer, use that nature of wanting to really provide, be very tenacious and caring. You want to take care of what is yours. You want to be on your A game when it comes to your people who depend on you. So Spirit's saying that this weekend you are going to really be aware that it might not be what you expected it to be. Yes, you are taking care of your people, but by doing that, you're not spending enough time with your people. So let's look at your emotional card, your 4 of Cups. Your 4 of Cups is, speaking of just that, your 4 of Cups is talking about not just boredom, but feeling distracted and feeling your loved ones are not feeling like you are their main priority right now. So that workaholic nature, that, I can work a little more OT and then I can afford to do this, or we'll take a trip 6 months from now because I'm working all this OT now. No, I think what Spirit's trying to say is it's more important to be in the now, be in the present, spend that time with your family because they're feeling that lack. And you probably are too. And then for your challenge card, we have the 6 of Swords. And with the 6 of Swords, that's speaking of a sense of peace being restored and steady progress toward ending a period of long difficulty. So there we go. Whatever has been going on with you, family-wise or loved one-wise, definitely there's some tension and there's some problems because you're not as present as you should be. You are not, that journey that you have been on has been a solo journey pretty much. And with the thought of the greater good in mind, definitely thinking about your loved ones, but in the process you're missing out on that precious time. So you need to learn to balance, Cancer. You can do it. Balance that home life and that work life. And hello, my Pisces. Thank you for checking in. And let's see what Spirit has to say for you this week. So with the 5 of Pentacles starting out your reading, we know the 5 of Pentacles is kind of a bummer card, but let's see. Well, the next card's the World. So there you go. You got that, one of the best power cards you can get. You got the World. And then you've got some action, 7 of Wands. So whatever is causing this feeling, the 5 of Pentacles is the one that talks about a sense of insecurity and isolation, just not feeling like you're being adored enough. You just don't feel like you're getting what you need from the people around you. Financially, it makes you feel like you're missing out on things. You're seeing things that you would like to have, you would like to experience, and it's just not happening, and you're kind of wondering why. You have that feeling, that sense of insecurity. But you also have the World. So with the World, it's just, the World is wonderful. It is the last card in that power card set, and it's a big one. It's talking about a huge sense of accomplishment and meeting your goals, something that has been a problem for you in the past. You're going to meet that. So with the world and with that Five of Pentacles, I would say the Five of Pentacles is saying you can't have it. You feel like you can't have it, but the world is telling you yes, if you reach for it, if you believe in it strongly enough, you can accomplish it. And there's Seven of Wands. Your action card is actually saying that it's going to be a struggle, that there's probably going to be strong competition. You have to remember that you can do this. You have to have a lot of self-confidence this week, Pisces. You need to really, really go for it. And you are kind of self-sacrificing by nature. You're very able to go with the flow, even if it's not your flow. But this week, I'm seeing this weekend, I'm seeing that needs to change. Not necessarily so much that it's not in your nature and it feels very uncomfortable, but you do have to stand up for your beliefs. You do have to stand up for this. And you will overcome, but you have to have the strength to do it. So if there is something that is making you feel, financially disadvantaged, making you feel like you are just missing out on something, or I get this feeling it's like a hobby or something that you would love to do, but you can't. You think you can't afford to do it, but you've never really put any thought into it past, oh, no, it wouldn't fit my budget. But if it would bring you joy and that strong sense of accomplishment and make you feel more joy, it's going to be a material gain as well, but you need to realize if it makes you happy, perhaps you should, go for it. And then the Seven of Wands is just reaffirming that it will be a trial, it will be difficult, but life is short, and if you can make it work, you should. So treat yourself, Pisces, within reason. And now we have Scorpio. So hello to you, Scorpio. Let's get right down to what Spirit's talking to you about. So I have the Eight of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, and the Four of Swords. So let's see what this is talking about with the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles, now it's talking about being rewarded or feeling a sense of satisfaction in something that you've been working at for a long time. Just something that has been good for you, something that has been prosperous for you, and being able to stick with that and appreciate the skill that comes from and was required for you to get there. So very much being in touch with honing your skill, and appreciating what you've already learned. So then we have our challenge. Let's look at the Four of Swords. And the Four of Swords is speaking of some sort of retreat, something away from your normal routine. And that's so funny because I was thinking with the Eight of Pentacles that kind of speaks to new opportunities. And so perhaps getting away would be a good thing, going somewhere for a retreat or someplace to learn more about your craft. So like I said, even though you are very good at what you do and it's been very, lucrative for you, the best people, the people that are best at their work are the ones that always feel like they could be better. Not saying that you're going to be a perfectionist or crazy, but just saying that if you're good at what you do and you really want to stay on top of it, wouldn't you want to know the newest thing? So I see that you're going to be investing some time. That challenge is saying you are going to invest in yourself to improve your financial self. And then we have the Page of Cups. And with the Page of Cups, your emotional card is talking about guidance and creativity, but strong friendship to the point where it's almost like romance. So, and that connection that you will have with this person. So saying that you are going to be changing like this, your Eight of Pentacles is saying that you are going to be willing to branch out go to a retreat, go to a class. The Four of Swords is saying, yes, invest in yourself. Well, then your page is saying someone is going to be there for you for guidance. Someone who's very creative, possibly a friend or a love interest. This might all be saying that this person is going to go on this endeavor with you, this journey for your financial security. So with that Page of Cups, it could also be speaking to that. Someone who already cares for you. Your relationship may grow deeper, and you may benefit not just in the financial realm, but also in the emotional and love realm with this person. So definitely don't be afraid to involve your loved one. If someone you care for can help you and advise you in a professional and a great way, take advantage of that, Scorpio. And partnership is the key. And that is what I'm seeing for you. Thank you for joining me, and I want to invite you to join me for your weekly reading airing this Sunday. And as always, essentially, we all have a divine purpose. Embrace the universe and live your dream. Until next week, here's wishing you health, prosperity, and positive relationships. Farewell to you all.